Okay, hello and welcome everybody to today's Pathways to the Honors Bachelor of Commerce International Business Management webinar. My name is June and I'm the Inbound Academic Pathways Coordinator in the Academic Pathways office here at Seneca Polytechnic, and I'll also be guiding you through today's session. Joining me today is Samer Hamze, Program Coordinator for the BMI degree, who will share program insights and expertise throughout today's presentation. So just quickly going over today's agenda, we're going to discuss why you should consider a Seneca Polytechnic degree. We'll talk more about BMI in detail and discuss why it might be right for you. Of course, we're going to talk more about the available pathways into the BMI program, including eligibility requirements and course exemptions. We'll discuss a scholarship opportunity that's open to diploma graduates pursuing a degree at Seneca Polytechnic. We'll discuss how you can apply for a pathway into BMI if you complete an eligible program. And then at the end, if you have any questions, anything you want us to clarify, you can just pop those in the chat and we'll get to those once the presentation is finished. So first, let me tell you a bit about the Seneca Polytechnic difference. Seneca's Polytechnic education is for all types of students, whether you're starting, advancing, or changing careers. We combine practical learning, industry connections, and flexible pathways to help every student succeed. So what does that look like in practice? Let's take a closer look at our degree programs. Our degrees are career focused and aligned with the labor market. Our professors are industry professionals who bring real world knowledge and connections into the classroom. The smaller class sizes that we offer mean personalized learning, and you're never just a number. Every program includes at least one mandatory work integrated learning term, giving you hands-on experience to add to your resume. And finally, our honors degree graduates are eligible to pursue master's programs, and our team offers our annual Grad Studies Expo, which connects students with future opportunities. Together, these features prepare you to succeed in the job market. So now that you've seen what makes Seneca unique, let's take a look at how we guide students along their educational journey. This is where academic pathways come in. An academic pathway is a formal agreement that allows you to complete a degree quicker using your existing Ontario college diploma. The Academic Pathways team offers a range of support to help students continue their education, including application guidance, virtual advisement appointments, information sessions, and pathway events. Seneca offers pathway opportunities into our own programs, as well as at partner institutions beyond Seneca. As the #1 college in transfer pathways, we're proud to work with a wide network of partner institutions in the GTA, across Canada, and internationally. So before we hand things over to Samara to dive into the BMI program, I wanted to highlight our Newnham campus where this degree program is offered. Newnham is a major educational hub located at Finch Avenue East and Highway 404 in Toronto. At this campus, you'll find programs in business, hospitality, information technology, fashion, engineering, and more. The campus has undergone some major builds and enhancements over the last few years, and one of the biggest additions is the Center for Innovation, Technology, and Entrepreneurship, or SITE, as it's commonly called. With 274,000 square feet of space over 5 stories, it brings together state-of-the-art technology with classroom space. Okay, so at that point, let's pass things over to Samer, who will provide some more details about the BMI degree program.
Thank you, June. Thank you for being here first or watching this recording for the BMI program and pathways to the program. So when you think of the BCom and International Business Management, the BMI, what we're really preparing you as students for is not just the job per se, but a business environment that is more complex than ever before, that is more global every year. So imagine what organizations are dealing with today, with waking up to an increase of 40 cents per liter for gas. How does that impact their daily operations? The geopolitical uncertainty, the trade disruptions, I'm not going to talk politics this morning, the rapid transformation when it comes to digitization, automation, and the growing dependence on AI in decision making. So all of that are like what we try to prepare you for. It's not for a job, it's prepared for the unprepared for. So what this program does is gives you that overall business foundation, and it provides you with the opportunity to develop meaningful area of specialization. So this combination basically allows you to bring real value to an organization, whether it's understanding supply chain risks, whether it's working with market data, whether it's supporting strategic projects, or helping businesses navigate that volatile global environment that we are in now. So one of the things that really differentiates our BMI program is how we intentionally integrate business technology into your learning. So we focus or we aim for students learning concepts that they can apply, whether it's enterprise systems like ERP platforms that we integrate. We help you practice simulations. We deploy state-of-the-art artificial intelligence agents that would enable you to work on hypothetical scenarios to what you see in the real business world, and which mirrors basically what organizations are going through day in, day out. We also bring industry into the classrooms through guest speakers, through alumni, through business talks, and these conversations often they focus on how roles are evolving with automation, with analytics, with AI. So students like begin to understand early how to become future ready, the skills that they need to practice to be future ready. Another major strength of the program is the opportunity for the work integrated learning or co-op. Students, they gain that real experience with organizations such as the Nestle, Questrade, BMO. You've all heard of these company organizations. During these placements, we like our students get to often apply those digital system experiences we introduce them to, the process improvements, the data analytics, data-driven initiatives, data-driven decision making, which gives our students ultimately the exposure they need to those automation AI technology, which is shaping the modern workplace. For many of our students, this becomes the direct pathway into employment. Some other students might choose, which we will see in a minute, they choose to go for further specialization through graduate studies, through professional certifications, which we all make possible through our partnerships with the BMI program. Thank you, John. We also encourage our students to develop a global mindset through the exchange opportunities we offer them. Studying abroad not only looks good on your CV, it helps you experience those different business cultures, different teaching styles, different market dynamics, which is increasingly important in getting your foot through that door for organizations to employ you, to help them operate across borders through digital platforms that we try to introduce to you. So our partners, as you can see here, whether it's the Netherlands, whether it's in Scotland, or any other partnerships in the pipeline, will provide you with that broader perspective onto global business challenges, onto opportunities, and how being prepared differentiates you from the pack. Accreditation. So accreditation, our BMI program is accredited by the ACBSP, which is a globally recognized accreditation body for business programs and business education. For you as students, it signals that the program meets those international standards, the quality measures, the relevance, the recency. It also strengthens your position in the job market. You are educated on an accredited program, which supports a smoother transition, if we can call it, into graduate programs, into in Canada or abroad, into your career or certification, as we've mentioned. So another important point to highlight is that the degree creates that clear pathway into further education. So thanks to a very active team, we have collaboration with Niagara, as you can see, Niagara University, where our graduates with strong academic performance, they can move into programs like the MBA or the Master of Science in Finance at Niagara University. And sometimes they exempt our students from some prerequisite coursework as well. This reflects the broader reality in today's world for you guys, where careers are evolving so quickly that the only way to be prepared, as I've mentioned, is to be dynamic enough, understand analytics, be strategy driven, be AI ready rather than AI deterred, as we call it here at Seneca. We try to make you AI ready to utilize AI to the best of your abilities to enhance your personal profile and the company, which is essential again for you getting that foot through the door. And lastly, I can't speak highly enough of our faculty. Your learning experience at Seneca is only strengthened by the profile of the faculty, who bring both the international teaching exposure as well as industry background into the classroom. So many of the faculty on the program are involved in applied research with partners, whether they are industry partners, whether they are government partners, which ultimately creates opportunities for you to be involved in some research. But also you can get a first-hand look at innovation projects or gain practical insight into emerging business technologies that are being used nowadays in the business world. And we're also actively integrating topics into our program through curriculum integration, whether it's artificial intelligence, whether it's automation, whether it's sustainable global practices, while expanding at the same time the use of OERs or open educational resources to reduce costs for our students and improve accessibility throughout the experience.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Samir. We appreciate giving us that comprehensive overview of the program.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen.
No problem. So another important support that we want to highlight is the financial assistance that's available to students continuing from an Ontario College diploma into a degree at Seneca Polytechnic. So Seneca offers a scholarship called the Diploma to Degree Scholarship. It's a one-time award of $2,500 for graduates of a Canadian diploma program who are entering a Seneca degree with a minimum incoming GPA of 75% or 3.3. The award is available to both domestic and international students who have completed a Canadian diploma program and is open regardless of pathway eligibility. So eligible students will apply for this scholarship through their student home account once they are enrolled full-time in a degree program at Seneca. If you've got questions about this scholarship or the application process, or if you'd like to explore additional awards and bursary options, we encourage you to visit the Financial Aid Office website for more information. So now let's talk a little bit about the pathways into the BMI program. So there are several Ontario College diploma programs and advanced diploma programs that are eligible to pathway into an upper level of the BMI degree. To be eligible, you must have graduated from one of the eligible programs with a minimum GPA of 70% or a 3.0. So we've got the list of programs split between two slides because there's a few of them. So on this slide, you're going to see the eligible two-year diploma programs. Graduates of a two-year business international business diploma or a two-year business diploma will enter semester 4 of the degree in the winter and will be required to complete 5 academic semesters plus 1 work integrated learning term. Eligible graduates of a 2-year business marketing diploma program would also be admitted to semester 4 of the BMI degree in the winter or the fall term. So students who enter in the winter, it will take you 5 semesters plus your work term to complete the degree. But those who start in fall, it will take a little bit longer just due to course availability for a fall intake. So it'll take 6 academic semesters plus the work term. So on this slide, we have our eligible 3-year advanced diploma programs. So graduates of a 3-year business admin management advanced diploma, a 3-year business admin purchasing and supply management advanced diploma, or a 3-year business admin international business advanced diploma with a minimum GPA of 70% or 3.0 will enter semester 4 of BMI in the winter and complete the program over 5 semesters plus one work integrated learning term. And then finally, our graduates of a 3-year business admin marketing advanced diploma will enter semester 4 of the degree in the winter or fall. Again, students who start in the winter, it will take you 5 semesters plus the will term to finish the degree. Students who want to start in fall, it will take a little bit longer due to course availability. It will take 6 academic semesters plus the work term. So I just wanted to touch on will and PLAR. So for students that have prior or current work experience in their field of study, you may be eligible to apply to have that recognized to fulfill the work term requirement of the degree. So to do so, you would have to submit a prior learning assessment and recognition application. This is also called PLAR. To the transfer credit and PLAR office at least one semester before you are scheduled to take WTP 200 work term preparation. This is a course that you typically take the semester before you go out on your work term. So we've got a QR code here on this screen that will take you to the PLAR webpage. There's a lot of really good information there on the application process, the documentation that you would require, important deadlines, FAQs. There's also a specific page dedicated to students that are interested in using the PLAR process to get exempt from their will term. So definitely check all of that information out. A lot of your questions might be answered there. But if you have additional questions after going through that information, or if there's anything that you want clarified, we would suggest that you reach out to the Transfer Credit and PLAR office directly. You can send an email to the service hub and direct it to them, and it will get sent to their team, and they will be able to assist with any of those questions that you might have about the PLAR process. So if you're ready to apply or take the next step toward the BMI degree, here's what the application process will look like. If you're a current Seneca student or a graduate of a Seneca diploma, the application process is pretty straightforward. You have the option to apply online through your student home account, or you can complete and submit the Diploma to Seneca Degree Pathways Transfer form, and you would just email that to the service hub and it would be directed to our admissions team who would process it. There isn't a fee to apply as a Seneca student, and you're not required to submit your official transcript as our admissions teams will have access to it. If you're a graduate of one of the eligible diploma programs and you meet the GPA requirements, then you would be given an offer of admission. Whereas if you're a student who's currently in an eligible diploma and you're still finishing it, we would suggest that you apply when you enter your final semester of the diploma, where you would potentially get a conditional offer. So a conditional offer is exactly what it sounds. It's an offer, but there are conditions tied to it. So if you're still finishing your diploma program, the conditions would be in that case that by the time classes start in the degree that you will have graduated from your diploma and you will have met that required GPA of a 3.0 upon graduation. If you're a student who is currently enrolled in or has graduated from an eligible diploma program at another Ontario college, you would apply in one of two ways. If you're a domestic applicant, you would apply online through ontariocolleges.ca, which is also known as OCAS. When you're completing your application, it's important to select degree completion as your entry semester for the program. That will let our admissions team know that you are applying to be considered for upper level entry to the BMI degree. If you're an international applicant who completed an eligible diploma at another Ontario college, you would apply through Seneca's international online application, which you can find on the International Admissions webpage. After you submit your application, you'll need to follow up with the admissions team through the service hub to confirm your pathway eligibility. So both domestic and international applicants completing or who have graduated from an eligible diploma at another Ontario college, you will need to submit your official transcript as part of the application process. One of the questions we get is about deadlines to apply. There's no hard deadline to apply to a program at Seneca. So applications would still be considered up until the fourth day of classes, provided, of course, that there's still spots in the program. So we do suggest that you apply as early as possible. And again, I'll just say that for our students that are currently finishing up their diplomas and they're wanting to pursue BMI, you can apply once you enter your final semester of your diploma program. So students are encouraged to review our inbound transfer guide, which you can find on the Academic Pathways webpage to check if your Ontario College diploma qualifies for a pathway into the BMI degree. The guide also includes information that we've discussed today, what semester you would enter, what the available intakes are, how much credit you might receive, how long it's going to take you to finish, information on how to apply, etc. There's also some PDF documents included in all of the pathway details. One is called a block map and the other is a completion plan. So a block map will show you the full curriculum for the BMI degree, and then all the courses that are highlighted in yellow are the ones that you would be exempt from based on your incoming diploma program. The completion plans, on the other hand, will take all the courses that you have left to complete in addition to your work term, and it gives you the optimal order of completion each term so that you're finishing the degree as quickly as possible. So we've got a QR code here on the screen on the left-hand side that will take you directly to our inbound transfer guide where you can search your program and see the pathways to BMI. If you want to connect directly with the Academic Pathways team, once you've reviewed your pathway options, pathway details, maybe you've still got some questions or there's some things that you would like to chat with us to clarify, you can actually make a virtual advising appointment with our team. We do this about 3-4 days a week, where you'll log into this platform. We'll be able to chat through any of your questions, and we can help you with any of those processes that you have questions about. So we've got that QR code there to go directly to our booking system where you can make an account. And once you've done that, you'll be able to see our availability and you can book an appointment if something works with your schedule. Just a note, we don't have any appointments available this week because our team is really busy with these sessions every day, but next week we do have some openings. So that about wraps up the key information about the pathways into BMI, about the BMI program itself, as well as the supports that are available to help you succeed. If you've got any questions about pathway details or the application process, be sure to reach out to our team. We've got our email address, we've got our phone number, as well as our social media handles on this slide. We'd encourage you to follow us on social media to stay up to date on new pathways and upcoming events. And then if you've got any program-specific questions about the BMI degree, you can connect directly with the program area. We've got Samara's contact here as well. He'd be happy to walk you through any of those really program-specific questions that you might have if you've got questions about the curriculum, the work term, things like that. So with that, I think we will open it up to questions. I think there were a couple that came through during the session, so let me get to those.
Yeah, there's one in the chat.
Yeah, we
And
got
yeah,
it. Okay,
please feel
perfect.
free to get in touch with us, as June said, for any questions you might have related to academics. I'm more than happy to respond, and I know the team is very active and diligent in getting back to our students who have any inquiries as well. So yeah, feel free to
Absolutely.
ask any questions.
Absolutely. So we've got one in the chat here, just asking to clarify that they'll take 5 semesters plus a work term when they have already completed the BUI. So yes, if you've completed the 2-year Business International Business diploma program and you enter the BMI program, you will enter semester 4, meaning you have 5 more semesters to complete plus your work term. So again, take a look at the inbound transfer guide. I'll put a link to that right in the chat box here, because you'll be able to take a look at those completion plans so that you can see how the program will unfold as a graduate of BY pathwaying into the BMI program. And then, of course, like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our team, make an appointment. You can call us, you can email us, and we'll help you walk through any questions that you might have. So the BMI degree is a 4-year honors degree.
It's a Bachelor of Commerce, yeah, as
Yeah,
June mentioned. It's a 4-year degree.
yeah. think we got another couple questions coming in, so we'll just wait a second. Maybe while we're waiting, Samir, how is this program currently being delivered? Is it a mixture of delivery options like flexible, hybrid, in person?
Thank you. Yeah, the program is delivered mostly in a flexible manner for most of the courses post the second year, so third year and fourth year. We take into account that our students sometimes they might have restrictions around their scheduling, and we prefer to offer that flexibility for our students using the state-of-the-art technology that the Nonam campus provides for us, as you all know as well, and seen our classes. So yeah, flexible, and most of the time we use as well, as we've mentioned before in the discussion, open education resources to reduce the cost for you guys and getting material for the program as well.
Perfect, thank you. So we still got some questions coming in. I can see some people busily typing away. I did miss the business management session this morning. Are you able to answer my question about it? Sure. What's your question? Keep in mind too, we will provide the recordings for all of our sessions probably in the next week or so. They'll be actually available on the event page where you would have registered for this session. So you can go back at that time. We're going to send an email to students just to let them know when they're available. So if you wanted to go back and take a look at the recordings, they'll be available for you to see as well. So Dahab, are you asking how many years is the BBM degree, the business management degree? Because it's also a 4-year degree. And I believe from BUI, the intake is the same. It's a semester 4 intake, so it would take you 5 semesters plus your work term to finish that degree as well. So it's the same as BMI. So hopefully that answers your question. But same thing, take a look at the inbound transfer guide, take a look at the pathway details, because obviously the courses that you get credit for might be a little bit different between the two programs. So all of that will be spelled out within the pathway details and with those block maps that I talked about earlier. You'd be able to see exactly which courses for each program you would receive credit for. Okay, we got a couple of questions. You mentioned winter and fall start. Is there an option to start in the summer? Not at this time. I mean, I think there's still considerations down the road of being able of offering courses more often within our BCom degrees that might create an opportunity to potentially open other intakes. But those are discussions that are still happening. But if it does happen and we're able to offer additional intakes for particular pathways, that would be information that our team would be able to update in the inbound transfer guide. But for now, the only programs that had a winter and fall start into the BMI degree would be either the 2-year business marketing diploma or the 3-year business admin marketing diploma. All other degrees have a winter intake strictly. Can I apply to more than one degree program, and does that affect me getting into one or the other? Nope, not at all. You can submit multiple applications. You'd have to do them all separately, either through Student Home or using the PDF form that I talked about. I can put a link in the chat as well that has all the different ways to apply. You'd have to submit all of them separately for sure, but that doesn't change anything. I mean, as long as you're eligible for all of those degree programs, you could potentially get an offer for all of them, and then you just make your choice. So whatever works for you, whichever one you prefer to take, you can do that. The third question is Niagara University the only university available for us to transfer the master's degree program? So that's the only one. Sorry, go ahead, Samir.
Yeah, can I take that one or?
Sure,
Yeah,
absolutely.
First of all, that's a great question. Thank you for that. Niagara University is the structured pathway we highlight here because it offers that clear transition with the possible course exemption on our partnership with them. But it's definitely not the only option. The real value of a BCom, as I was mentioning before, is that it is widely recognized and it prepares you for a range of master's degree programs, MBA, specialized master's degree in Canada and in the US or internationally, with strong grades and with relevant experience that you're going to get in the co-op or the will. You can pursue a graduate study at any option further studied. Recently, I wrote a recommendation letter for our student applying to the renowned Waterloo Masters of Innovation program, and which is very selective. And one of our graduates with a strong academic background in the program and a good co-op, he got accepted into this very competitive program. So yeah, the opportunities are endless, of course, if you build that profile. Sorry, if you want to add anything, June, as well to that.
No, I think that's great. I mean, yeah, it really just depends on whether or not you meet the admission requirements for that particular master's program at that particular institution. I mean, especially in Ontario, there are so many possibilities and they're all going to have different admission requirements. So, it really helps to kind of do your research, sort of take a look at some programs, see what their admission requirements are, and whether or not the BMI degree is going to help you get to that next step. It's sort of like working backwards sometimes. Question, is there any degree I'm able to finish within 1 year after BUI? I don't think so. I feel like most of them, it's probably about 2 years roughly or more. It's really going to depend. So what I would suggest that you do, Dahab, is take a look at the pathways that are available for students that are completing the International Business Diploma, because there's a lot of options. Take a look at all your options individually. Every pathway is going to be a little bit different. And then you can reach out to our team, make an appointment. If you want to chat about some of those options in more detail, we can certainly help with that. No problem. Here, Dahab, I'll also put in the link where you can see the list of pathways that are available for BUI. Just let me pop that in the chat box too. So definitely take a look at that. Read all of them individually because, like I said, they're all going to be different. Like the pathways that we have at Seneca versus pathways beyond Seneca too at other institutions. And definitely reach out to us if you have any questions. Okay, so we got another question. I'm not sure if this could be answered here or separately, but I'd like to get a better understanding of what our learning outcomes of this degree program are. I'm deciding between BCom and this degree, BCM and this degree, and I'm still on the fence about BMI in terms of understanding what I can do with the degree. So yeah, I mean, definitely you can see the learning outcomes for the degrees on the program web pages too, if that's what you're looking at. But I mean, I think it really definitely helps to maybe ask those questions about with the coordinator, like Samer can answer questions about BMI, and then Abdul Tariq is the coordinator for the BBM degree, if that was the one you were talking about. Anything you have questions about there, he can also assist with.
Oh, sorry, do you want me to answer now, or she can reach out after?
It's up to you, Samer. If you have something
Oh,
you
okay.
wanted to add
Yeah.
now, sure.
Of course, I mean, first of all, yeah, on the PowerPoint, you can see my contact details. Please feel free to email me if you need any further clarification. But the importance of the BMI and being it's a BCom, an international business management, BCom, the versatility. So if you at Seneca, we have one master's program now, and if you look at the requirements, it's not a business master's. It's artificial intelligence. But if you look, BCom is the first thing that pops up. So the BCom advantage is the versatility. Now, the BMI, the International Business Management, as I've mentioned, you weren't here in the beginning. Imagine what the organizations in today's world are going through geopolitical uncertainty, through the trade disruptions, supply chains delays, the growing dependence on artificial intelligence. Our program gives our students that strong overall business foundation they need, and it gives them the opportunity to develop those meaningful areas of specialization, whether it's that understanding of what supply chain management looks like, whether international trade and how to deal with the complexities of tariffs as we are going through nowadays with the trade wars, artificial intelligence and automation and its impact on decision making. All of that is what this program provides you. So you get that front row seat to how the world is developing in front of you, and not only do you get to understand it as it's happening, but we also help you delve deep into it by providing you the opportunity to go through simulations that are delivered through artificial intelligence softwares such as Copilot, which we have a license for at Seneca, and we use it to provide you with a scenario or an agent that would mimic what the real world environment does, and you make decisions on the fly and see how they impact the real world before you step out into the job market.
Perfect. Thank you. I've also just stuck the link to where you can make an appointment with our team, the Academic Pathways team, if you wanted to discuss pathway details. Dahab, if you wanted to take a look at the pathways from BUI, but definitely take a look at them first so that you have a bit of some questions in your back pocket that we can chat about further. Like I said, we don't have any open appointments this week just because our team is busy with these sessions, but next week we do have some availability. So hopefully something works with your schedule if you wanted to chat further. Okay, so I think with that, we're going to wrap it up for today. So thank you so much to our attendees. These were some excellent questions. It's always great to have some engagement with our audience, which is fantastic. And Samara, thank you so much for being here and for providing your expertise about the BMI degree. We always appreciate you taking the time to help us with these sessions. It's great.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for everyone
Perfect.
for attending as well.
Amazing. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye for now.